circles, whatever feels good to you. I like to do the circles. That's my new favorite motion to do. I just circle one way and then circle the other way. And my back is like, oh, that feels good. Every time I've been doing this, my upper back's been popping. So, you know, maybe I'm loose. I don't know. Hard to say. So we're going to go ahead. You're going to hug your right knee, your chest, left leg will be out straight. And you're going to go alternating right there. So remember, you don't have to have that leg out straight. It can be down on the ground, right? Whatever feels good to your lower back. So you want to go at a motion or a range of motion that feels good to you. So if kicking your leg out straight doesn't feel good on your back, don't do it. Right? You gotta do what you gotta do. And you're just going side to side. So as you're going side to side, even if you have one foot down, start to think about that core, right? Think of pushing that back down. Try to make sure your shoulders are relaxed. Hopefully you're not too stressed out. It's only Tuesday, right? You can't be stressed out on a Tuesday. So you're gonna go one more to each leg. Then we're gonna have our leg up straight. You'll grab behind that hamstring or calf, and you're gonna alternate there, right? So you're just going side to side, nice and easy. Remember, you can have one foot down on the ground, right? And if you're feeling really tight in those hamstrings, you can move slower. Just hold it a little bit longer. But as you pull, try not to tense up those shoulders, right? Hamstrings and shoulders like to interact. What they like to do is your hamstring is tight, so your shoulders are like, whoa, let me get up to my ears. Don't do that, right? We got to relax those shoulders today. So we're going to go one more to each leg. Then we're going to relax our legs down. And we're going to just do slow and controlled bridges. We can do that. So nice big inhale in through that nose. As you exhale, we press up, lift those hips up off the ground, squeeze the glutes. Nice and easy all the way back down, okay? So taking your time, stretch out that lower back, squeeze those glutes. We want to make sure our glutes are awake because you'll use them a little bit today, right? We did bridges yesterday. So if you didn't do yesterday's workout, you could do that, right, later this week. Might as well. And today we're going to do bridges too. So we're just rocking and rolling with the bridges today. Maybe I'll do bridges every single day this week. That sounds like a good idea, I think. Uh-oh, is a hamstring cramping up? Better not be. You got two more, and then we're going to hold up. So on your next bridge, hold up. Go on tiptoes. So as you go on those tiptoes, you don't have to go fast. Just kind of stretch out those calves. Get those ankles working. Hopefully your ankles are already working because you probably were walking today. So if your ankles don't work, you can't really walk. Did you know that? That's a fun fact. Yeah. So next one, you're going to stay up on those tiptoes, and now we're going to do a half bridge. So you're coming halfway down and back up. So you don't want to let your hips relax, right? You're still squeezing those glutes, but now your calves are burning, and it's going to make those hamstrings work a little more too. Sorry. Sorry, but not really sorry, you know? So you're doing a great job here. We've got about 10 seconds left. Right, you're just squeezing, staying tall. And on your next motion, we're just gonna hold our bridge and hang tight there, right? So squeeze your glutes, try to stay up tall on those tiptoes, and just focus on relaxing and breathing, right? You could hold a bridge in your sleep by now. Okay, you got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relaxing those hips and heels down. And we're just going to do our slow and controlled crunch. So really make sure you're supporting that head, right? You can do the neck hammock where you lace your fingers, thumbs under your ears. Exhale, you'll lift up. Inhale, you'll come back. So really try to let your head rest into those hands, right? So the more you can trust your arms to hold your head and relax those shoulders, the more you're just going to feel it in your core, right? But if you're really tight in your upper neck, it might be hard for you to relax that neck, and that's okay. If you're tight in your upper body, that just means you're pretty normal, okay? So just nice and controlled, really thinking of curling in those abs, pushing that back down, right? Use that exhale to lift, right? And you're trying not to pull on your neck, right? It's like you're just tensing up those abs. That's what's gonna help you roll to that crunch, right? And we're not doing too many core moves today, so that's kind of weird, I think, you know? It's mostly going to be arms and bridges today. Yeah. So on your next motion, you're going to hold your crunch. You're going to march your legs. So one leg comes towards you and then the other. If your neck was feeling tight, just keep that head down. but make sure your core is staying tight, right? You don't have to be up in a crunch if it doesn't feel good to your neck or head, right? But I kind of think a crunch feels relaxing, you know? Like I could hold a crunch all day maybe. I think that might be something weird. I don't know. I do too many crunches, I guess. So keep on holding this position. Really, really focus on the core. You've got about 15 seconds left. And then we're going to go into our side. That's pretty simple. You're almost there. You've got 10 seconds. Keep holding that crunch or just really focus on pushing that core tight. You have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And you're going to relax and you're going to go to your side. Doesn't matter which side, you'll do them both. So starting with our top leg, we are just going to kick our leg up and down. So just make sure that leg is staying nice and straight, right? We got to get our glutes warmed up because we're doing bridges. If you don't warm up your glutes before you do bridges, there's really no point in doing them. So that's why you're thinking like, oh my gosh, my hips and glutes are going to burn already. That's what you want, right? I want to take it easy on a warm-up. I don't want you guys to think like, gosh, she's really losing it. That was the easiest warm-up we've ever done. No, I don't think you guys would tell me that either, so. Okay, so now what you're gonna do, you're gonna bring your leg a little bit forward and you're gonna raise up and down there. So it doesn't have to be crazy forward, just where you can maintain it lifting up and down. And it doesn't have to be a huge range of motion, okay? And if you can, try to point that toe down to the ground. It's gonna work a little bit more of that glute if you can, right? If you can't, that's okay. You can point your toe either way. Okay, so you're doing a great job here. We've got about 5 seconds, then we're gonna do a lift behind us. So 2 more here, here's 1, here's 2. So now you're gonna do the same thing, but you're gonna bring your leg behind a little bit and lift up and down there. So when you bring your leg behind, you've got to tighten up that core a little bit more, right? And it feels kind of awkward, doesn't it? Yeah. I gotta make you feel awkward sometimes. If I'm not testing your brain, I gotta make you feel awkward. It's just a thing, okay? So we got 10 seconds, then we're gonna do an up and over motion. So we are burning out our glutes here a little bit early. That's okay, right? We wanna get those large muscle groups working so you burn and you're warmed up. So now you're gonna lift, you're gonna come up and over, right? We've done that move, you're just going up and over that bottom leg. And you wanna try to go up as high as you feel like you can maintain it for 30 seconds here. Okay, so it doesn't have to be crazy high. Obviously, if you go way high, you better keep going way high. Right? You gotta go as high as I go. That's the new rule. I'm just kidding. You don't. I go way higher on my left leg, and my right leg's kind of like, I don't think so. Okay, you guys are doing a great job. We've got 15 seconds. Then we're gonna switch legs. So just keep maintaining, keep your rhythm. It doesn't have to be fast. It just has to feel like it's burning. I was gonna say feel good, but you guys probably wouldn't agree with that. You got 3, 2, and 1. And now we're gonna switch sides. So when you switch sides, you're just kicking your leg up and down, right? That's it. Right? It's a good thing the screen's not too close. I've got bruises on my shin from the reformer, so, you know, I run into them too much, I guess. Right? That's just the hazard of, I don't know, kicking the reformer. That's just a hobby, I guess. So keep on lifting that leg up and down, pointing that toe just straight away from you to keep that full leg engaged. In 10 seconds, we do our front lifts, okay? I'm starting to sweat a little bit here. Yeah, that's a good sign of a warm-up though. Okay, we got 2 more. Okay, so now you're bringing your leg a little bit forward. Doesn't have to be crazy, lifting up and down there. So you don't even have to touch the ground every time. If you do, it probably feels better to stay lower, but control that range of motion, right? Try to lift that leg up as high as you can. I always think it burns more when you switch sides. I don't know the science behind it, but that's just what happens. We'll just call it the unknown factor. So we got 3 seconds until we're behind. So go ahead and do 1 more. Okay, so bringing that leg behind, we're lifting up and down there. So just a nice and controlled motion. It doesn't have to be way high, right? It burns already. I don't think it feels good. I'm already thinking like, oh my gosh, we have to do up and overs too. Whose idea was this warm up? I know. Some days I'm just a little bit loony when I write workouts, I think. I've had too much coffee, too ambitious. Okay, now we're going up and over. So we're up and over. Ooh, yuck. That's a heavy leg. Okay, so nice and controlled, right? I told you my right leg doesn't like to go up as high as my left. Except it feels kind of nice if you kick way high because it comes down slower, right? And then you get a longer break, right? So there's your hack of the day. You got 15 seconds. And then we're gonna kind of get rolling a little bit more. Okay, you're doing a great job. You've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, relax. All right, we're gonna go back to our back. And we're gonna warm up our arms here just a little bit while we bridge. Okay, we wanted to get those glutes ready. So, arms are gonna be up straight. You're gonna press up into your bridge and back down. Okay, so your glutes are more warmed up. So you should be way more aware of if you're squeezing your glutes because they're gonna be a little bit tired. Okay, and we're gonna add our arms here in just a second. Okay, so what you're gonna do as you bridge up, your arms are gonna come straight back. You're gonna come back down, your arms come forward. So you're trying to reach your arms back as far as you can, right? Can your thumbs touch the floor? I don't know, depends on your shoulder mobility. If they can't, that's okay. I have kind of crazy flexible shoulders, okay? So you're kind of doing a double movement. As you bridge, your arms move, you come back, okay? So you're feeling those glutes still. Your arms aren't doing too much of anything. On your next motion, you're gonna hold that bridge, right? You're gonna have your arms up straight. Now we're just gonna move our arms going side to side. So you have one coming behind you, one coming down. So you're kind of going thumb and pinky, thumb and pinky. So we're trying to get those shoulders ready to roll here today, right? You're holding your bridge just because it's fun, right? And you're almost there. It's kind of like we're swimming. I'm giving you a free swim lesson. You're welcome. You've got 15 seconds, keeping those arms straight. Nice rhythm. Your arms will never be in the same spot. They just pass each other like buddies. Like, hey, see ya. Right? That's what they do. One more each way. Here's one. Here's one. Bring those hands together. You're squeezing your palms together as much as you possibly can to warm up those triceps. Okay? So still hold that bridge if you can. If you needed to come down from the bridge, you could. But you want to squeeze those hands together as much as possible. You've got 10 seconds. Then we're going to grab our weights. You've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, relax. All right. So you're going to grab one dumbbell. If you want water, you can grab that too. So we're going to do kind of a double move here. So what you're going to do, you're going to start with your arms up straight. It's going to be kind of like our warm-up move. You're going to let your arms come straight back. Then you're going to come up, raise into a bridge. So your hips come down, your arms come back, your arms come forward, and you bridge. So we're working our lats. Your lats are going to be right across your side next to your ribs. Okay, so we're bringing those arms back, coming up, and in. So when your arms are coming back, your hips are down. When the weight comes up, your hips are up. Okay, so it's nice and controlled, right? Your lats are going to help out with your posture. It's going to help you sit up nice and tall, right? And then it's going to help keep your shoulders nice and loose, right? And if your shoulders are loose, it makes everything feel better. Okay, so it's nice and controlled. As your arms come back, try to keep those arms as straight as possible, right? You're trying to act like you're going to touch your weight to the ground and come back. And of course, every time you lift into that bridge, you squeeze those glutes, okay? Don't forget about that bridge. It's not just there to keep us distracted. Okay, you've got 20 seconds here. And then we go to our next move already. So nice and controlled, right? You're lifting, you're squeezing, you're coming back. So you're lifting, squeezing. You got 5 seconds, so let's do 3 more. Here's 1, coming back. Here's 2, coming back. Here's 3, relaxing down. So you're going to carefully sit on up, and we're going to come to the kneeling position. So you're going to have your right knee down, your left leg is going to be out bent. Okay, so on this, if you need to roll up the mat for that right knee, you could. Okay, you're going to have your left arm out straight, and you're going to do a hammer curl to a press, right? You can't see my arm press up, but it is. Okay, so hammer curl, you start with your palm facing in, you're going to curl, turn, press. Okay, so you've got that left leg out straight. You should be using your right arm right now. Okay, so this, you want to keep your core tight. It's going to mess with your balance. And with that left arm, you want to have it even with that shoulder that whole time, right? Yeah, this isn't too bad, is it? So if it really hurt your knee to kneel like this, you could do it standing. That's fine too, right? You could do a staggered standing. So that just would mean you'd have your left leg more forward than your right, right? So lots of ways to modify it if your knees don't let you do this, right? And if you're on a hardwood floor, I hope you are doubling up that mat because it won't feel good. I'm on carpet, so I'm okay. You guys are doing an awesome job here. We've got 15 seconds until we switch sides, okay? So try to stay up nice and tall, right? You got 10 seconds to go, so I bet we can do 3 more. There's 1, coming down. There's 2, coming down. Here is 3, coming down. We're gonna switch. So left arm has that weight. Right leg is out front. You've got your right arm out to the side. You're gonna curl, press, back, down, right? Curl, press, back, down. So when you press up, try not to let your body lean too much to that right side. It might want to. You want to keep that core tight so you're just in a nice, kind of like a statue mode, right? So this is working your core a lot, whether you know it or not, right? And that's cool. To work your core and not even know it, I'll take that. Okay, you guys are doing awesome. We are almost halfway through. So we're already blazing through here. We better use 20 pounds next time we do this. I do have 20 pounds, but I won't use it. I don't think I'd be able to press that up. Okay, we got 20 seconds. Then we're gonna go back to a bridging motion. Okay, keep on moving through. Keeping the core tight. Keep on breathing. You got 5 seconds. Let's do 2 more. There's 1. Keeping that right arm up nice and tall. Here's 2. Coming down and relaxing. All right, so you're still gonna have 1 dumbbell. And we're gonna do some single leg bridges. If single leg bridges bother your back, just keep both feet down and ignore the leg portion, okay? Otherwise, you're gonna have your right leg is gonna be down, left leg is up. So as we press up, you're gonna press your left arm up and back down. Okay, ready? And go. So you'll press and back. Okay, so right leg's down, left leg is up, and you're pressing with that left arm. Okay, if you're modifying, just keep both those feet down and press up with just your left arm. Okay, you don't have to do the single leg if it doesn't feel good to you. Okay, and we are going to build into this. Okay, we got 10 seconds. Keep holding on. You can rest your hips down in between each one. Do 2 more. And then you're going to stay up. So you're going to hold a bridge. Now you're going to do a tricep. You're bringing your weight down to your shoulder and extending up. Weight down to your shoulder and extend up. So you're holding a bridge, right? If you're modifying, your left leg would just be down. You're bringing the weight down to your shoulder and up. Okay, so exhale up, inhale down. Hold that bridge. Keep your elbow tucked in tight, right? It shouldn't be flaring out to the side. Okay, you have about 10 seconds. Then we switch sides. Okay, let's do 3 more. There's 1. Here's 2. Here's 3. Okay, coming down, we switch. So we have our left leg down, right leg is up. We start with our weight by our shoulder. You're going to press up and come back down. Press up and up, right? If you're modifying, you have both feet down and you're pressing up, okay? So do what feels good to your back, right? Or maybe your hamstrings are just like, heck no, I can't lift up high. That's okay, right? Put both feet down when you need to. It's still going to be hard, I promise. I won't let you cheat that much. Okay, you got 5 seconds. All right, you're almost there. On your next motion, press up, hold, and we got our tricep. So bend that shoulder and back. Bend to that shoulder and back, right? So hold that bridge tall. You can do it. Keep on breathing. Try not to let that elbow flare out. Hopefully you haven't hit yourself with your dumbbell. If you do, you can send me an email and I'll laugh at you. Okay, you're almost there. We've got 5 seconds. Keep on rocking. 3, 2, 1 more, and relax. All right, so now you're gonna be on your side and you're gonna have 1 dumbbell here. So you have a few options of how you can do this. If you can, you want to be up straight on your arm, and you would do an oblique, elbow to knee here. Okay, if that feels like too much, come down a little bit lower, right? You could be on your elbow and do an oblique crunch here, or you can have that leg up, right? And just crunch right there and keep your hip down. So we're gonna do 30 seconds each side. So it's not anything crazy, just modify how you need. I'll show you all the variations. So I'm gonna start with modification number 1. You can have your hip down, you can go same elbow, same knee, right? And you can hang tight here, right? If that feels too easy, lift that hip up off the floor, right? And go right there. Okay, and if you feel like you're ready to step that up a notch, you'll come up onto your hand, right? And you're nice and tall here, right? Ooh, yeah. So any variation you need to do is what you should do, right? Yes. Okay, 10 seconds. I'm using a 10-pound weight. So if I fall over, that's why. You have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're gonna relax. And we switch sides, okay? So same thing, do the same modification for this side. Whatever feels good, get all set up and go for it. Oh, right side so much stronger. Okay, so nice and tall, focusing on that posture. Keep on breathing. So you're gonna be working your arms here, your oblique, and even your glutes. Okay, you got 15 seconds, right? Keep on breathing, right? If you get started and need to modify more, do it. Nobody's gonna care. Nobody can see you right now except for me. You got 3, 2, 1 more, and relax. All right, so next thing we have is a tabletop move. How to read my workout. So you're gonna be on your back, both dumbbells, and we're gonna do a chest press motion. So I'm gonna show you the motion with your arms, and then I'll show you what we'll do with our legs. So you're gonna start with your arms down. You're gonna press up, you'll turn and twist, touch the dumbbells together, come back apart, down. Okay, so you're up, you'll turn and twist, come back, come down. So that's your arm movement. If you can, you're gonna have both legs in tabletop while you do this. If you need to modify, have 1 foot down, 1 foot up. And that's it, that's all. All right, yeah. Ready? And go. So you're gonna press, turn and twist, come back, down. Press, turn and twist, come back, down. So with your legs in tabletop, you should still be pushing that back down to the ground, right? You wanna be able to really tighten up that core, right? And make sure that it's grooving, right? And remember, you can put 1 foot down, right? And you could even switch in the middle. If it feels really awful for you to have your legs up, just keep your legs down and focus on the arm movement, okay? As long as you focus on that core, right? That's what we want, okay? We just add the arms and legs to really test those muscles, right? Because when you're moving around in your daily life, you don't just get to do one thing at a time, right? No, you got to move your full body pretty much all the time. So that's why we do a lot of different movements to test your body. Okay, so nice and controlled. Every time you turn those weights in, you can add a little squeeze, right? You're breathing, you're controlling. You have 15 seconds to go, right? Think about that lower back. Don't forget what it's there for. Your core should be working, right? Don't be slacking off. I'm gonna know, you know, I can see everything. You got 2 more. Here's 1, here is 2. Then you're gonna relax, and we're gonna be in the kneeling position again. All right, you're just all over the place today. Okay, so this time when we kneel, you're gonna have both knees down. So that's pretty easy, right? So what you're gonna do, you're gonna do a hammer curl, and then you're gonna do a side raise. When you do the side raise, I want you to have your elbows bent, so it's kind of like you're punching forward, right? So your arms are not straight. It's like a bend. I don't know, 90-degree angle with it. Okay, ready? So palms face each other. You're gonna curl up, you're gonna come down, you'll bend to the side. Curl, bend, okay? Curl, bend, right? If the bend doesn't feel good to your shoulder, just focus on curling. Don't even worry about going to the side. Okay, sometimes shoulders aren't gonna like it, and that's okay. If you had lighter dumbbells, right, you could go more straight arm. It's just up to you, but you're going side or side to side, motion to motion, okay? Keeping that core tight. Shoulders are relaxed. Don't relax your core. Okay, you're doing a great job. We got 30 seconds. Nice long neck, nice tall posture. Try not to let your body move too much. Your body's gonna want to as you get tired, right? You got 15 seconds. I'm just looking at what we got next on the workout. I write it, but I forget it. Okay, you got 3 more. Here's one. Whoo. Two. Here's 3, and relax. And you're back to your back. So we're gonna go back to our tabletop legs, and we're gonna do chest flies with it, okay? So chest fly, I'll show you the movement. Your arms would start up, you'll have a soft bend in those elbows. You'll come wide, squeeze together. But of course, we've got to add in our legs, okay? So option number 1 is you would have one leg up, one leg down. Your arms come wide, your leg extends. You come back together, it comes back in. Okay, I'll tell you when it's halfway if you do that. Option number 2, both legs are up. You would kick out and come back in. Okay, so do whatever variation you need. Go for it. So you come wide, squeeze and tuck back in, right? Wide, squeeze and tuck back in. So make sure you're paying attention to that leg that kicks out. I want it nice and straight. Point your toes, right? And it's a slow and controlled movement, right? We're not going fast. You want to kind of hold for a second, come back in, right? Hold for a second, come back in. Really focusing on that core. Okay, if you're doing one leg at a time, go ahead and switch legs. Okay, and you're doing that same thing. Come out wide, squeeze, come back in, right? Try not to rush this movement. Even if you have light weights and you're like, this is easy, that's fine. Kick your legs out lower. There's lots of ways to make it harder, and there's lots of ways to help you modify it. Notice I didn't say make it easier. Okay, you're almost there. You got 10 seconds. Nice and controlled. You've got 5, 4, 3, 2, one more good one, and 1. Okay, so we are going to be in a bridge for our next move. The whole time we're just doing a tricep press. So what that means is you're going to have your palms facing each other the whole time, and you're just going to bring down one arm and then the other. That's all. Ready? And go. So one arm comes down and then the other. You want to keep those elbows close together, close to your body, okay? As you hold that bridge, still think of those glutes, okay? If you wanted to make it harder, bring your weights together, act like you're trying to push them together, and go right there, right? So you can make it harder if you want. Otherwise, keep on cranking through. If the bridge starts to feel like too much, you know what to do, just put your butt down, okay? Keep moving, that's the goal. Modify when you need to. Nothing is wrong with modifying, I promise. I modify all the time, right? Keep moving, keep holding that bridge. Elbows staying by your sides. Keep on breathing. And I think we have one more move after this, right? Time's a flying. Okay, put those weights together and push them together if you want to, just to make it harder, right? And if you actively act like you're gonna smash the weights together, it kind of adds a little bit of an isometric to it. Okay, 15 seconds. I think I added time for good luck, right? Sometimes you just need a little bit of extra time. You're almost there. You've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. All right, so we got one more move left. So on this, you are going to do one leg at a time. So what you're going to do, left leg is going to stay bent. Your right leg is going to be out straight, but you want to try to have it hover off the ground. You're going to start with your arms wide, kind of like a chest fly. You're going to come up, crunch, come back apart, right? Come up, crunch into that chest fly, back apart. If the crunch bothers you, Just bring that leg up and do the chest fly and come back. Okay, ready? And go. So you'll chest fly, crunch, and back, right? Crunch, and back, right? If your weight feels like too much, you could just do one weight and do a chest press, lift up and come back, right? Sometimes those chest flies get a little bit mean, but remember, it's only one leg. If you wanted to be an overachiever, you could do both legs, right? But that's a lot of core work. Okay, you got 10 seconds. Really lift as high as you can into that crunch. 2 more to this side. There's 1. Here's 2. All right. So right leg's down, left leg hovers. Arms are wide. You're lifting, crunching, and back, right? See how high you can lift up, right? Ooh, but don't hit your shin. I almost did. Right? You're doing an awesome job. You have 15 seconds. Taking your time. Remember, if that crunch starts to hurt your neck, don't even use the crunch. Just do the chest fly. Right? Nice and controlled. 10 seconds to go. You're almost there. Right? You got 5 seconds. Let's do 3 more. Here's 1. Coming down. 2. Coming down. 3. Coming down. And you relax. Isn't that fun? And there you go. You're all done for the day. Whew. I'm a little bit sweaty.